In this video, we will go over the methods to calculate the formula of aspirin, giving the mass percentages of aspirin, which contains 4.48% hydrogen, 60% carbon, and 35.52% oxygen. So as before, all of these mass percentages add up to 100%. Because they add up to 100%, we can go ahead and say we have 4.48 grams of hydrogen and 100 grams of aspirin, part over whole. We have 60 grams of carbon for every 100 grams of the whole molecule of aspirin, and we have 35.52 grams of oxygen over the whole, part over whole, over the whole amount of aspirin. So we have these in grams. Let's go ahead and convert them to moles utilizing the periodic table to get the mass. I automatically know that hydrogen is about 1.01 grams per mole, carbon is about 12.01 grams per mole, and oxygen is about 16.01 grams per mole. So let's go ahead and convert each of these elements from their mass percentages to grams to moles. Be very, very sure that you get your units to cancel out. As an example, the grams of hydrogen cancels out with the grams of hydrogen to give you moles. That's what we're wanting here. So our formula now is C5H4.44O2.22. Obviously, we can never have a molecule or a compound with decimals. So we will do the normalization process here. I will divide everything out by 2.22, so 5 divided by 2.22, 4.44 divided by 2.22 is actually 2, and 2.22 divided by 2.22, we're normalizing everything against oxygen, the lowest number, and that's going to be 1. So let's normalize and see what we get. So normalizing it, obviously this gets forced to 1, this gets forced to 2. Now 5 divided by 2.22, when I do that on my calculator, 5 divided by 2.22, I'm getting about 2.25. Now realize that 2.25 is the same as 2 1/4. Okay, so 0.25 is actually 1/4. 2.25 is going to be 2 1/4. So 2 1/4, so 2 1/4 is the same as 9/4. So we're converting a fraction to an improper fraction to a complete fraction. So 2.25 is the same thing as 2 1/4. 2 1/4 is the same thing as 9/4. So C9/4 H2O1 cannot have a decimal. Decimal is the same thing as a fraction, so I'm going to multiply this whole chemical formula by 4, sort of removing the denominator. So multiplying this whole thing out by 4, we're getting C9, because the 4's cancel with the 4, C9H8 and O4. So the correct formula of aspirin based upon these mass percentages shown in the problem is C9H8O4.